What's up?
I don't know that I've ever felt more like death than I did this weekend. I'm certain I am dying.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. I've been sleeping nonstop the last 24 hours, and my body feels like I've been into a card shop to buy some Panini and Fanatics product.
No. It was brutal.
Oh, it's a 101.
Boys and girls at home and kids in the gallery, let's go!
Hello, Pack-A-Maniacs, and welcome to another episode of Pack to the Future. I'm your host, Ricky, a.k.a. Mr. eBay. And I'm joined by my co-host and partner in crime, Dr. Chad.
Someone call for a doctor?
How you doing, Doc?
Oh, that's better. Just had to hit that inhaler there real quick.
On tonight's show, we've got a fun one for you guys. We're going to be talking about the new card ladder collection feature. Chad and I have had some time to mess around with it. It's a really cool feature offered by Card Ladder, and we want to talk a little bit about that. But before we do that, we're going to talk a little bit about our past weeks, what we've been up to, what we're getting up to this week. We've got Timmy is going to make an appearance in a roundabout way. And a little hobby news. So we got a
Gets me
packed
perked
show.
up.
Yeah, no, and Chad and I are running on fumes. So let's see how this goes. But before we dive into all the fun and shenanigans, Chad, do we have any show announcements?
Oh, yeah, sure thing. We got announcements. Now, we want to remind everyone of our weekly and monthly eBay affiliate link contest. And we did have someone claim last week's randomizer for eBay affiliate link purchase of the week. And that was, in fact, Kenny Benson.
Yeah.
So congrats to the weekly winner. And again, the weekly winner of each month will be entered at the end of the month into a randomization for a $25 gift card purchased, much to the chagrin of our accountant, but purchased by Ricky and myself to give away to one lucky listener to thank you for using our eBay affiliate link.
Yeah. You know, Chad actually had to take a pretty angry phone call from our accountant. I think he's the same accountant from the one in from Entourage, and just screaming at Chad about what the hell are we doing? We don't have any money.
You know, sometimes you do what the people ask for, and you know, people may be wondering, hey, what eBay affiliate link are these guys even talking about? Well, that's a great question that you ask, Ricky, because you can find that right over here at pttfpodcast.com. You can watch all of our shows, and then you see right up here in the upper right-hand corner, for those of you watching on the YouTube, sponsor and affiliate links tab. You click it. You're like, oh, hey, Ricky, not only am I going to go shop for cards on eBay once I'm logged in, and then everything I buy in the next 24 hours at no extra charge is going to give a small kickback to the guys.
Right.
But you know what? I've been looking for that binder that holds my slabs. Well, guess what? There's a 15% off your order when you use promo code PACK, and it's right there on that website.
Yeah.
You think, hey, maybe I need a Zion case. Don't worry. We got a promo code for you for Zion case as well. Say you're going to go buy some Fanatics product. Maybe you're going to go buy a little box of cards on a pre-sale. Maybe you're going to go buy a jersey of your favorite team. Well, guess what? We've got an affiliate link for that too. So help out your guys here at Pack to the Future Podcast and visit our website at pttfpodcast.com. All right.
Sorry.
There's part one. Yeah, what's up, Ricky?
Sorry, I pulled up our YouTube live, so they may have heard you repeating yourself for a half a second, just to make sure. Our live chat isn't working, so I just wanted to make sure there's a chat going.
Oh, is there?
We're good. No one's talking to us, but it's
this Riverside. I tell you what, these sons of guns.
There's no one talking on YouTube. That's what I was on, so we're good.
I got you. Okay, we're
our
all
fan
set.
base needs to step it up.
Well, you know, I think we did show up on the wrong day. I attribute it to delirium, secondary to infection. So, you know, we get it.
I forget about that. Yeah, we're not on our normal day.
No, yeah, we're not on our normal day. Now, speaking of the eBay affiliate link, we do need to select a winner from this week's purchases. And of course, we only have a couple of days because we are recording this on Tuesday. Normally, you can find us live on YouTube over on Thursday. But let's go ahead and pull up the list, Ricky. We do have some purchases over this past week. We'll go to our spreadsheet here. We've got 11 of them. And some interesting things here. How do you feel about this first one? Again, the Zoom feature working splendidly so Ricky can see these. What do you think about this? Lita, WWE wrestler, wrestling game card. How do you feel about that?
Sure. I'm in for it. Lita was a wrestler of note.
Okay.
I could get behind that completely.
Well, we got some next one down here is interesting. Topps Heritage Blue Chrome of a Royals player, Vinny Pasquantino.
I think I might know who that might be.
You know, I've got an idea. And then, you know, anytime you can get a nice blue mixed with Royals or Dodgers, or, you know, anytime you get a team color match, that's always real nice.
Yep.
We also want to remind people, someone here got a state champ shirt, 10-year anniversary tour of the 2026 LA California exclusive.
Hell yeah.
I don't know what that is, but you don't have to just buy sports cards to use our link.
Yeah. Buy a car, buy a house,
It could be a boat.
buy a boat.
But we thank each and every one of you, and all 11 of you. Let's go ahead and enter y'all into the randomizer and see who this week's lucky winner is going to be.
I love it.
Now, there was some controversy, Ricky, I have to say, over last week. Lots of feedback about how the randomizer conveniently shut down, you know, and then Kenny Benson's card gets picked.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Well, you know, people are just going to have to deal with it. You know, just because I've been into football cards heavily. I know Kenny Benson's a big football card guy. People are saying, like, hey, there's probably some bias here because Kenny bought me that espresso martini at National, and people know that it's kind of my jam. God,
you have been known to position yourself and friends of yours in these positions, such as the Secret Santa gift that you never got to redeem because we ran out of money.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's right up my alley, man. So people are always saying that. And I do want to pause here. Couple of things. I told Ricky off air that my ADD gets so much worse when I'm sick. God, look at me on the YouTube, man. I look like Skeletor. I look like death right now. Is this my baseline, or is this like sickness?
We're sick as hell, dude. Oh, and by the way, I'll just announce this because people, this is the well that will always feed our listeners. Tonight, code red on Shard Alert. Code red based on this sickness. I could.
You said there's been some problems
at any time. You might witness a Shart live if you watch carefully.
So I haven't seen your studio set up like what you got going right now. Are you on a camera that is adhered to your computer?
Yeah.
So you can't take the computer with you. What I will ask is if you do run, just turn the computer so it faces out into that hallway right by your main entryway.
So that they can see any byproduct.
Yeah. I mean, give us something.
Done.
Let's go over to this randomizer. Ricky, how many times are we going to hit this thing up?
Let's go 5.
Think good and hard about that one. There's number 1. There's number 2, number 3, number 4, and number 5 for the weekly winner, who wins absolutely nothing other than a chance at a gift card. Oh, how about this?
Timing.
How appropriate. 2026 Topps Chrome Winter Olympics Amber Glen Blizzard Gold Refractor, number 250. Ricky, you've been a big Amber Glen advocate ever since her high school days. You were telling me one of your favorite moments of her Olympic trials. I think it's worth sharing on here. Go ahead and tell the people what you were telling me.
Yeah, well, it wasn't actually the Olympic trials. It was actually the 24-25 Grand Prix final in Grenoble for the single. She took gold that year in just a routine that was exquisite.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good. And I'm glad that we could really tie that together with the gold refractor purchase here. So if this card is yours, please take a photo and send it over to us on a message over on the Instagram at Pack to the Future Podcast. We'll get you entered into that weekly eBay gift card drawing. And thanks again for using our eBay affiliate link at Pack to the Future Podcast or pttfpodcast.com.
Excellent. Excellent.
All right, man. I've done my duties for the show.
Yep. You
And
take a break.
yeah, that's what I got.
All right.
Shit. I'm up next. Damn it.
You want me to go first to give you a little break?
No, I pull it together. I'm rolling at this point. So you good?
Yeah, this isn't. Yeah, like
You got to make a move. Are you making a
no,
move?
not
Or
yet.
what's going on?
We're it's deciding whether it wants to come out top or out bottom.
Well,
We're good. I'll let you know if we need to take a timeout.
interestingly, we joked about this ahead of time that I was going to use an ice bag to put on my head to kind of cool me down.
Yeah.
You decided to go,
Wet
just for
washcloth.
people who are listening, with a washcloth over the head, which can really come in handy, should there be an incident.
Yes.
But I do want to point out to the audible listener that the color of the wash rag is conveniently brown.
oh yeah, dude,
And I don't think it's your first rodeo with this. And
I'm a
I commend you for
veteran.
that.
I'm a
yeah.
veteran of this.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
This is prepared to match whatever comes out top or bottom.
Well, hopefully, man. I mean, if it's bloody here on the show, we're going to have to do some diagnostics. So,
Oh yeah, we'll definitely
hopefully we'll be okay.
we'll definitely have that live on the air if it's bloody.
oh, I'm going to laugh and cough. Before we get into our main event, where Ricky and I are going to highlight the Card Ladder's My Collection feature, we want to give a couple of updates, and then we've got a couple of news stories that you, the listener, have sent to us over on Instagram that we want to highlight. So, Ricky, first of all, I'll give my update, and I'm going to go die in the corner here for a little bit while I listen to yours. In my hobby week, I've actually been a little bit busy. I mentioned that I was pretty sick on Saturday and Sunday, and Sunday I mustered up the courage to grab my laptop and plop it in front of me on the couch.
Yeah.
And I did something that was hobby related. It was kind of a fun exercise, to be honest with you. So inspired by Chris McGill, he's been doing a podcast called Hogecast. Chris McGill, if you're not familiar with him, he is the founder of Card Ladder, big time collector. And he does a podcast about once a month that is super in-depth about one particular topic. One thing that he has been doing is creating massive spreadsheets that document all of the key cards of players that he is collecting, including Patrick Mahomes and Jokic and even Michael Jordan recently. And, I thought that for me, as I've been focusing more on football cards, but still kind of scattered, but wanting to branch out, that this could be a good way to put all of my thoughts of my scattered brain into one place that I could reference and perhaps go back to and highlight what some of the key cards are. So I've got the bare minimum of a spreadsheet, and I'm almost embarrassed to show it because of how bare bones it is. But I figure, hell, why the hell not? Maybe people can give me some ideas on what they think I could add to it and whether or not they like it. So let me show you what I created here. In particular, I have focused my next step in collection over Topps Chrome and Topps Finest. To be honest with you, I think that Panini and Prism is getting a whole lot of play, and I'm real curious about when Topps Chrome and Topps Finest are back in the mainstream next year for football, what's going to happen to some of these older sets. In particular, you've heard me ask in previous weeks when the first Gold Fractor makes an appearance. I've focused my initial spreadsheet on a few key players, including Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, and Calvin Johnson. And in particular, these are players that I always enjoyed watching. It was during some of the highlights of my football watching life,
Sure.
but aren't necessarily the biggest cost players, but still some cards that I could get that are really cool. So I took Calvin Johnson's rookie year of 2007 and looked at his Topps Chrome and Topps Finest. From there, I went in and looked at reviews of that product from that year to see what parallels were available.
Okay.
So for Chrome, you get an X fractor that's not numbered, you get a blue fractor that's not numbered, and then you get white that oddly enough is numbered to 869,
Interesting.
and red that's numbered to 139. So kind of an odd pairing of Topps Chrome. And then for Topps Finest, you can see here, if you're watching on YouTube, You get black and then blue, gold, green, refractor, and X-fractor. For me, I like rarity. So I added the PSA 10 pop report for each of these.
Okay.
Followed by the total number of graded cards and then any unique features of Topps Chrome and Topps Finest. So, of course, for 2007, I noted that it was also Adrian Peterson's rookie year in case I ever wanted to look at him. And also the first X-fractor in Topps Chrome, which is one of the initial questions that I had, came from this year in 2007. I did the same exercise for Drew Brees' rookie year. And honestly, the 2001, there just is not a lot. Like the parallel options are not abundant.
Yeah.
But one thing that was really fun for me, as opposed to just spewing out this data, is something you're going to see me focus my collection on going forward is 2003 Topps Finest. Topps Finest seems to be a little bit cheaper than Topps Chrome when it comes to product. Yet the cards, Ricky, which you have drawn me to, can be very vibrant and very eye-appealing. And the first, as far as I can tell, the first gold X-fractor, which I know is very specific, comes out in this year of 2003. Now, in this column, you see that I have players' rookie year. And of course, 2003 is not the rookie year of the 4 players I have listed here. But they are key active players from 2003 in this set that have a gold X-fractor. And that includes Tom Brady, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, and Randy Moss.
Okay.
These are cards I'm going to go target. I think these are the coolest damn looking cards. And it all came just from kind of brainstorming and trying to focus what I want to collect, put it on paper, and then from there I can kind of decide what I want to chase after. So hopefully this makes some sense, but it gave me a place where I can place these ideas, come back to it, build upon this with additional players, and give me some sort of guidance for the future of what I want to collect.
Yeah. No, I'm going to create one using your same template. This is fantastic.
And I'm certainly happy to put any Lions players on here. You know, you and I can share this. I love doing stuff like this in my free time. So if you ever want me to throw more players on there and maybe you and I just keep like a massive running list and I just share it with you, I'm always happy to do that too.
Okay. Hell yeah. But this is awesome, man. I've always seen, and it traditionally has been baseball collectors that do this. And I feel like I've seen it when they're trying to complete sets. They'll use the Excel sheets to see what cards they're missing or need. That's when I used to see it all the time when Heidi owned our local card shop. But I think it's starting to grow more and more as a trend. And I've never understood why I haven't done it, because I'm so OCD that something like this is fantastic. And a great way to have fun with your cards that you don't own yet.
Yeah, it really is. And in an odd way, it's therapeutic for what you were just saying. Like, hey, I'm so OCD, I'm surprised I haven't done it. It does help settle the mind down a little bit and give you a place that you can look at it, which is fun.
Yeah, that's fantastic, man.
If people have ideas of other columns that I should add, perhaps latest price or any card ladder data, I'm always open to hearing that. And I think those are fun conversations to have with people.
Absolutely.
We're going to come back to this in just a second, but also during my sick time, I must tell you, Ricky, that I did some scrolling and God, I missed out on a ton of cards this last week.
Oh no. Oh no.
It's okay, but I want to share with people because I think it's kind of fun. And there's a couple of key things here. Hopefully, can you see my Fanatic screen here?
Yep.
So I've been getting into Fanatics. Like you can really filter down by football cards and by the week. I was talking with Justin, late 90s B-ball, and I saw this Mike Allstott autographics, and I'm like, oh my God, this has got his name all over it. And so I was messaging with him, and we decided that, hey, he was going to attempt to go after this, but he didn't have a Fanatics account. So him and I came up with a scheme, and I was bidding for him. We were thinking this card might go for like $400. As you can see here, 98 autographics. It is a gem mint PSA 10. Went for $1,000. $1,000 for Mike Allstott, man.
That is insane.
That is insane.
You know, we had a this will be entertaining to Justin. So I'm doing a podcast for just Justin for a second.
Okay.
We did.
Can I still listen, or am I good?
Yes.
Okay.
We had some friends of ours growing up. My brother and I. They were a Polynesian family and had relatives that played in the NFL, and one of them played for the Bucks and gave Joshua Mike Allstott's cleats. He might still have one.
No, really?
I'll have to ask.
Did
'Cause
he
I
ever
doubt
put
he
on the
cares about
cleats
him.
and go in the backyard and just like barrel you over? Just boom.
Oh yeah. Oh, all the time. All the time.
As he should. Awesome. Actually, a couple other cards here to highlight. There is a Drew Lock Contenders Cracked Ice.
Oh
I
man,
did.
you missed.
Yeah, I bid $10 on it. I did not win, but I tried very hard. The one that blows my mind. 2012 Prism Gold. So of course, first year of Prism, the gold's just popped from that year. The Demarius Thomas, late Broncos wide receiver, RIP. The PSA 10, it's pop 1. I thought this card would go for around $1,500. And keep in mind, Demarius is in the Ring of Fame for Broncos Stadium, but he is not a Hall of Famer. He was on the ballot. A very good wide receiver. I don't think he'll ever make it into the Hall of Fame.
I don't
Ricky,
know that
look
he
at
will.
what this card went for. $3,500. Absolutely absurd what has happened. And I'm telling you, people, this has been over the course of the past year that football cards have made this giant leap. And I know that other products, other sports, gaming has gone up over the past year as well. Ricky and I commented that we saw a boom right after the National.
Mhm.
This card to me is just exemplary of how absurd things have been.
Yeah.
$3,500 for Demarius Thomas. I know this is a good looking card, but if you are not a Broncos fan, this is not a card you are bidding on.
Well,
And I'm just shocked
sorry,
by the price.
Before you move on, stay next to it. Look at the Drew Brees next to it. Now, I realize at first you say $3,600. It's a SGC 9.5 2013 Panini Prism Gold. I realize it's Brees. It's numbered to 10. It's a 9.5. It's not 2012 Prism. It's
Right.
the second year going for that price. That's
Crazy, man.
mind-blowing.
It really is. These prices are just going berserk. So I had a lot of fun watching these cards, and I love seeing them. A lot of cards that I didn't know existed, like this exquisite quad auto, but we don't have to go through the details of it. Here's what I want to tell people is that if you want to enhance your hobby experience, you don't necessarily want to spend money. We have no affiliation with Fanatics. Go onto their weekly list and just scroll, and you're going to find cards that you didn't know existed. Or say that you've had ideas that you've wanted to put into thought. Maybe you can use the spreadsheet that Ricky and I showed you to enhance your hobby experience without necessarily spending any money. So
Definitely.
I did have a mail day before I move on. I have 2 mail days. The second one I'm going to show you in the card ladder experience.
Okay.
Ricky, earlier today, you told me that I had the perfect angle to show you this card. And I'm going to replicate that right now because I talked about this card a couple weeks ago in the lead up to WrestleMania. And this is a wrestling card that I don't see the year from. It appears on the back. It says game used. Is that what you go with when you can't read it?
Yeah.
Did I do that right?
So
So 2021.
I can tell you, it was the WrestleMania in '92, which makes me 9. It's WrestleMania 9.
It's
No, that
WrestleMania
can't be.
9. But
No,
so
'cause
Ricky,
you
the
were at
card,
It's 8. WrestleMania 8's from where that card's from.
but the card itself is a 2021 Topps card.
Oh, sorry.
And
sorry.
So it's a film cell.
I totally misunderstood the assignment.
Hulk and the Warrior doing that epic clothesline move,
Double clothesline.
double clothesline, and it is a cell. And this card is super cool. I got it for like $20 on eBay. One of my favorite moments watching that on VHS.
That's
ton of
so
fun.
cool.
This card's numbered to 1 million. It's numbered to 299. So they're available. And if you're a wrestling fan, I really encourage you to go check these out. So 2021 Topps film cell. This one's a blast. And it got me a little bit excited, more so than watching the Royal Rumble. But that was a fun one for sure.
Seriously. Oh, that's
Yeah.
fantastic, man. That's amazing.
Yeah, so that was my week, despite trying not to die.
Well, very well done.
Thanks.
So I want to talk about, and I purposely structured it this way so that if you don't want to talk about any of this next topic, like you can check out 100%.
It all looks good to me.
Well, meaning I know I'm going to get close to some sensitive issues. And so this Super Bowl sucked. And all I'm going to say is the Seattle Seahawks are the San Antonio Spurs of the NFL. They are incapable of winning an exciting football game. I'm just, dude, this sucks so bad. I'm sorry. Like, we usually go all out. We get snacks. We get way too many for just Kyla and I, if not other people. Kyla says, what do you want to do? I said, nothing. She said, how about I go order a pizza? Nope. How about I go pick up a take and bake pizza? I think I had like 4 chips and cheese. It was the most, I barely paid attention to the commercials, barely paid attention to the game, kept wondering, asking myself, when are you going to turn it off? When are you going to be a man and turn the television set off? Dude, that sucked.
It was awful.
Sucked ass.
Yes, so
Seattle has a
boring.
fantastic defense. I guess you don't have to be a stellar quarterback. All the quarterbacks, Bo Nix, Stafford, all these amazing quarterbacks, and Darnold wins it. Now, I do love that. The only thing I love about it, and I'm sorry because I know our boy Merle's listening. I love that the idiot Minnesota Vikings gave him up and he goes and wins a Super Bowl.
Yeah, they get what they deserve. They got 9 instead.
Yep, that was the dumbest decision of all time. We all knew it, and I don't know what they were thinking. But, dude, I just want to say that Super Bowl sucked ass. And I couldn't care. I hated both teams. I hate Seattle. I hate New England. So at least give me a good game. I'm having to watch 2 teams I can't stand. Just give me a good game. Nope. Nope.
Yeah.
I'm frankly pissed that they scored in the 4th quarter because this score does not reflect how awful that game was. That's all I've got to say about that.
I won $300 on that game.
You did?
Yeah. Oh yeah. My sister went out to Wendover, and I was going to bet 1,000. I was so certain that the Patriots were going to lose. Like their offense is just it's not good.
No.
I was so certain of it. So certain of it. And then I opened Instagram, and some dude's like, 80% of the money is on Seattle. Vegas is going to flip the game. And I'm like, oh. I thought back to Pete Carroll against the Broncos when I was down there. And I'm like, no. So I only bet 300, but I won $300, you know? I do a little something with $300.
Yeah, no, exactly. No, and I'm not going to make a statement on this, and our boy Merle threw this out in the chat. I'm not saying anything one way or the other. The best part of that Super Bowl was the halftime. That's all I'm going to leave it at. That's not a commentary. It's how horrible the game was.
It was an awful game.
Chad, our local card shop this weekend opened their 2nd location. Overtime opened in Spanish Fork, Utah.
I saw a headline that said double overtime. And in my mind, I was like, double overtime.
Yeah, yes. Dude, you might need to work on your impersonation skills. That was excellent.
Say, oh, yeah, good.
Yeah. We might need to work on he's heating up.
He's heating up.
Dude, we might need to record some sounders.
I played that game a minute or 2 back in the day.
What would it take you to travel to Spanish Fork to go see the second location?
Let me give people a
Spanish
geography
Fork is
lesson
past
here.
Provo, Utah, for those listening.
Yes. Provo is in what we call Utah County. Now, Mr. Chad here, also known as Dr. Chad, for the importance of this conversation, his non-compete with his current job is 10 miles from the smack dab center ass of Salt Lake County. Now, that encompasses the entire Salt Lake County, which means outside of Salt Lake County, I could go work. Just south of Salt Lake County is Utah County, where Provo resides. It's just around the point of the mountain. I live on the south side of Salt Lake County. As a matter of fact, it's closer for me to drive to the northern part of Utah County than it is to the heart of downtown Salt Lake City. And I decided that I would rather pick up my entire family and house, sell it, take a new job in an entirely different state, and go live next to Sasquatch up in Washington than I would drive to Utah County. So, Ricky, I think to answer your question, to be perfectly frank, no, I'm not going to go over to double overtime, even though I appreciate the efforts that they have to expand the community here in Utah.
Dude, I was thinking about that, and I'm like, yeah, I really want, maybe it'd be fun to go like out there and like cover it on a podcast, maybe even record some sound bites. I'm like, there's just no way. In fact, I think I one year tried to do like a virtual reality thing for my birthday, and it was in Utah County. You're like, sorry, Sorry, I don't go that way.
And I always
I
felt
didn't blame
bad
you.
for rejecting that. I always felt bad for that.
Oh, don't at all. No, it was no big deal. I want you to understand. I understand the hatred of Utah County. In fact, I worked down there for a couple of years as an attorney,
Yeah.
and what
Yeah.
I'd say to everyone is, I know nothing about this city. I never stop here. I'm going straight through to Vegas or straight back to Salt Lake. There's no reason for me to stop in Utah County whatsoever.
No. I go ghost hunting there at Petite Neat.
Oh yeah.
That's about it, man. I got to get right out of there. And, just one last part on your birthday thing, like 2 thoughts on it. I've always felt bad about it. But then I always sit there and I swear to myself and I just think, Ricky, don't ever put me in that position again.
How dare you?
How dare you?
Yeah, no, you're right. I was a terrible friend to put you in that position. I think what I'm going to try and do is wait till you take off for greener pastures, and then I'm going to try and convince Tim to go out with me and eat food and hit the car shop.
Yeah, you should. I would love watching it. I just don't want to be there doing
and we can still cover it on the show, right?
Yeah.
And,
yeah.
And maybe I can trick. Tim likes to drive 90 minutes or so on the regular, so I think I can get him out there.
Oh yeah. Now one last thing with that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to keep interrupting you.
You're fine.
A couple of weeks ago, speaking of Tim and driving, I proposed to you guys, like I was talking about card shows. Why is no one else freaking out that there's no hotels in National?
No one cares.
Why am I the only one freaking out about this?
Oh,
I want to hang out with the dudes. Like no one else cares.
Such a fun time.
Well, why am I the only one who cares about it then? I'm like,
care.
hey, guys, this is a problem. This hotel's not becoming available. And people are like, yeah, man. So I hit up Ricky and Tim and I'm like, dudes, I found this card show in somewhere in Texas. I can't remember if it was Dallas Card Show or if it was one other one.
Or somewhere in there.
Yeah, it was Austin or somewhere. And I was like, guys, why don't we go to Austin? We can go to football game. We can go card show, football game. There's some great ghost hunting nearby, and there's a casino. There were 4 things. And Tim, you responded, hell yeah, sounds awesome. Let's do it. Tim responds, well, I like 3 of those 4 things.
Yeah,
But he never said what it was. No,
Yeah.
that's what I'm asking. Was the 4th one the cards, that he didn't enjoy the cards?
I assumed it's Texas Longhorns, but
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah,
was my
that would
assumption.
that makes sense. And
Unless you went to school there or are a fan of them, you're typically not a fan of the Longhorns.
okay, well then my rant doesn't make a whole lot of sense. So I apologize for everyone's 45 seconds there.
I'm sorry for coming out with the rational answer. But to your point, we still to this day do not know which one he doesn't like. And knowing Tim, it could be one of those 4.
It's a mystery, man. It's a mystery.
Well, speaking of Tim, and a good segue, did I tell you Mrs. eBay and I are going to Vegas this weekend?
No.
That
sounds like
not
fun.
so much the fact that we're going to Vegas. I think you're going to take more interest in what we're doing, and I'd like to get your thoughts on it.
What are you doing?
So we fly out Friday morning, and we are going to be attending the Wizard of Oz at the Sphere. Super
Awesome.
cool experience from what I've heard. Real
Yeah.
interactive. Don't care for the movie as much, but I'm more excited about the experience. And it
Which
will
one
give
of them
me
apples,
Yeah, it'll give me an introduction to that sphere. And what I mean by that is because after we see Wizard of Oz Friday, that night we're going to Cirque du Soleil's which is an excellent show. Super excited. But then Saturday, Valentine's Day night, we are returning to the Sphere. You hear that music?
I hear it. I don't know what it is.
Coming. Don't worry. We're going to see the Backstreet Boys.
Oh my God. Of course you would. You cupcaking, sandbagging son of a bitch. Wow.
Dude. And my wife is forcing me to wear all white. Evidently, you have to wear all white to this concert or you'll stick out. I am panic ordering a white shirt that I guarantee will not fit, that will itch my back, that will just drive me insane. I'm trying to figure out how I can sneak in a blue silk shirt so I can change into Joe Hendry at the end of this thing. What are your thoughts on that?
You know,
everybody.
You know, you know how to ham it up for a date, and that doesn't surprise me that that's in your repertoire. You act on air like you don't like it. I bet you instigated this, to be honest with you.
Oh,
I could
well,
see
yeah.
you finding this and being like, hey, what if I take you out for this sweet, sweet date night?
If I'm going to be honest, this was a gift from Papa eBay from Christmas. And we were originally just going to see 2 shows. And then he reached out and says, hey, Backstreet's back. All right.
All right.
Do you want to go to that too? I couldn't say yes fast enough. Dude, I am so excited for this show. Judge me as you will, but Backstreet's back, baby. I'm going to be doing the dances. I'm going to be yelling, I love you, like in Boys to Men. Dude, white is going to be a problem. If I have a shard attack, the night's ruined. And there's nowhere you can't get from point A to point B in Vegas quickly. So if I shart, that will be on full display for miles.
You're a disaster. You're a disaster.
I am a disaster.
You're a Backstreet disaster.
I'm a Backstreet disaster. That's damn straight. Yeah, so we are really doing that, and I will.
Well, good
try
for
and get
you.
some-
That's exciting. Yeah, that's good. That's cool.
That's funny, and I'll try and get some audio clips or of
Yeah,
my
do it.
reactions.
Do it. Yeah, that'd be fun. See if Kyla can get you dancing and singing. That'd be
Dude,
great.
she might, and if I do, I will make sure she catches it so we can play it on the air.
I love it. I love it.
All right. And then just briefly want to touch on, I mentioned it to you. Beast Game Season 2 is back out on Amazon Prime. If you guys haven't checked it out, you've got to check it out. It's
I'll check it out.
fantastic to watch these people's lives and dreams just get crushed. I live for
Oh,
it.
yeah, that's good.
So positive. All right, Chad. We've got a little bit of news in the hobby.
Yeah, do you want to do we got a randomizer do? You want to do that randomizer?
Oh yeah, let's. Oh yes, thank you. Sorry,
Yeah, that was a big one. Yeah, we should hit that
over,
up.
the
Speaking
main-
of Vegas.
Yeah, Tim's texts. Chad and I have started this new bit where we're going to read to you text
segment?
messages from Tim. New segment, thank you. And what we're going to do is we've created a number of search terms, and Chad is running a randomizer.
Yeah.
And I'm going to put whatever word it lands on into my text search function, and I'm just going to read you a few texts from Tim that include that word.
Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the randomizer. 5 things. Can you see my screen?
No. We having an issue there?
Yeah, let me try one more. How about now?
Nope. Let's just go without it.
Yeah.
We're
Okay, so
trustworthy, guys.
okay, so the last one is you want the top one?
Yeah.
So the top one is Huff and Puff.
Oh, okay.
So what do you got for this?
So let's see what we got here. These are all from Tim.
And you're
regarding
searching our
Huff and-
text thread for this particular search term.
Yeah.
Huff and Puff. Okay, very popular slot machine.
machine. Yeah. You Huff and Puff. You Huff and Puff. What's 5 less spins on Huff and Puff? They're playing Huff and Puff. Sneaky commentary on Vegas Matt's latest video. One of the regulars hit a 40,000 major at Huff and Puff in Wendover. If there were crystal palaces on these Huff and Puffs, this is going to finish right as I get to Huff and Puff. Now give me more Huff and Puff fire. 18 K was the high watermark. $100 spins on Huff and Puff produced nothing, sadly.
Dude, that's a big deal. $100 to spin on Huff Puff. Oh my God. Okay.
Insane. What if it was K on Huff and even more Puff every day? Go, and then from Chad to Tim, go play Huff and even more Puff.
Yeah.
Those
Know how
are
to poke
your
that bear.
texts with Tim.
No, very good. Yeah, I'm curious what people think about that. You know, we're happy to bring that to you each and every week. No lack of substance here for
No.
this topic.
No,
So-
and they will only get better from there. I can assure
Oh
you.
yeah, oh yeah. Well, very good, very good.
All right, Chad. Now we've got a little bit of hobby news to jump into.
Yeah, I think we can go ahead and do this. So, two news stories, one of which was brought to us, I think, from Geechee Cards, if I'm not mistaken. So, I certainly appreciate you sending me this article, and it is something that I did see, but I think it's worth mentioning if people have not heard it. So, Topps, let me see if I can share my screen now, is facing a class action lawsuit after revealing rare blue X-Fractor NBA card is missing from Topps Chrome Mega Boxes. So, per a report from ClassAction.org, a proposed class action lawsuit accuses Topps of misleading consumers after the trading card company revealed in an email that its 2025-2026 NBA Chrome basketball trading card Mega Box sets were missing the ultra-rare blue X-Fractor cards, which were central to the company's marketing of the product. Now, to pause and prove this point, I want to share a screen here that highlights this. You can see over from Dave and Adams, the 2025 Topps Chrome Mega Box that features Cooper Flag here. You see front and center, chase the exclusive blue X-Fractors. I mean,
Which
right there on the
everyone
front
wants,
of the
'cause
box.
the Dallas color match, Cooper Flag.
That's right. Unfortunately, the thing that Topps screwed up here is that there are no actual blue X-Fractors inside of this product. And that tends to be a problem. So this website continues to say that a 15-page lawsuit contend that Topps, one of the largest trading card producers worldwide, deceptively labeled the NBA Mega Box sets at issue with statements about the blue X-Fractor cards, the most prized, valuable cards with the highest resale value. However, Topps revealed in a mid-January email that due to apparent printing error on the packaging, that there was, quote, zero chance, end quote, a consumer would pull a blue X-Fractor out of a Mega Box. So that's a problem.
I hope this lawsuit goes forward. The card company should have to eat those costs, delay the product till you get it right. You don't just get to come out after the fact and say, sorry, we're not going to spend any more money because we're as greedy as they come. We're going to get as much money from you guys and not spend anything to fix our mistakes. I hope they get slammed. That's absurd.
That one's a really big deal.
And with mega boxes, they will often highlight the X-Fractor or the blue, whatever parallel, because you're not going to get any hits in all likelihood in a mega. So that's their big selling point. So it's not just like, oh, it just is included in some of the cards you can get on the side. It is, as you pointed out and showed, prominently featured and actually used to compared with Cooper to say, you want this product, you want these blue parallels of Cooper.
To make matters worse, Ricky, the last piece that I'll read here, after that email came out, Topps changed the packaging of the mega boxes to remove any reference of the X-Fractor cards and also slashed the price of the set from $84.99 to $49.99. The suit argues that the price drop amounted to a, quote, acknowledgement, end quote, by Topps that the false chance to obtain a blue X-Fractor card increased the mega box's market value. Well, it doesn't do a whole hell of a lot of good for the people who bought it at $84.99.
No, it does not.
So the problems that we highlight in Card Talk with Mrs. Doc every week about Topps and Fanatics don't seem to get any better with this recent mishap.
Oh, man. That is wild. Well, unfortunately, the bad news, the questionable news continues. Giannis Antetokounmpo recently announced that he is a stakeholder in Kalshi. Now, Kalshi is a betting market, a futures trade market, as they're calling it. I think that's what they're using to get around these betting laws currently. They're real popular very recently. And here's where the problem comes. As we all recall, Giannis made headlines recently after he announced that, that he was inclined to ask for a trade from Milwaukee. Here's the problem. Those rumors were not just rumors in the news, but Kalshi issued a bet prediction market on whether Giannis would change teams before February 5th. Now, I do have to be clear. I don't think that we have any evidence whatsoever that Giannis had actually made a futures bet or transaction on his on whether he would stay in Minneapolis or not. But
Milwaukee.
Sorry, thank you.
got you.
But it is extremely concerning that he has an ownership stake in this market, and where, well, I don't think he's benefiting directly off of this single futures trade. Where he's potentially benefiting is the $23.3 million in volume that was bet on Kalshi, on whether he would leave or not. I anticipate the app is structured such as a betting sports book that they take a percentage of winnings. And if he is taking a percentage of those winnings and he is using his situation to draw interest to these futures investments, buys, I think that's an incredibly large conflict of interest. And I'm frankly shocked the NBA has been okay with this. Because in my mind, this is no different than announcing I took a position with Bet MGM.
Yeah, this one's really difficult, and the NBA just seems like they're having a hard time getting out of their own way, right? I mean, certain teams are tanking, and it becomes blatantly obvious that they're throwing games at the end, and then this comes out. It makes the NBA potentially a tough sell for people, and this is just not a good look, exactly as you said.
No. I mean, I'm frankly really nervous about utilizing any of these types of futures markets. I think they're under-regulated. I don't think we know enough about them. I don't. It just feels like a bad move by Giannis, even if the NBA is not going to stop you. But
do you think they have a futures on whether or not we will recover?
Yeah, those are like plus 900.
That's what I'm
us
hearing.
To recover.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, it's not looking good for your boys. Expect you may see Mrs. Sarah Dock next week alone. Maybe Mrs. eBay.
As a partial owner of Kalshi.
As two widowers and partial owners. All right, well, that's our uplifting news. God, we've had it's been a pessimistic little bit, but state of the hobby is not great.
But we've got an update for people.
Cool.
Update for us as we move into our final segment here in the headline of Card Ladder, that even though some of the news we've talked about hasn't been ideal, again, there are more fun ways to still enjoy this hobby, even if the news may not be reflecting that. So
100%.
Ricky and I thought this would be a fun thing to go through and share our experience a little bit. I don't have the super structured, but guys, I want to talk about Card Ladder, which of course has been around since the pandemic in 2020 and nothing new there. But in particular, something that I have revisited is the My Collection feature. Now, this, as part of research, has been a part of Card Ladder since its inception and has gone through some changes with time. What's up?
Thank you. I'm an idiot. At the outset of the show, I said, a new feature on Card Ladder. We're going to be covering it right. New to us. Sorry.
No, I got you. It's new to us. And there is something that is newer specifically to us, Ricky, which is why I don't want to interrupt you on it. But because you're not wrong, I want to draw people's attention to this. And the end point of this is that if you have visited in the past and you didn't enjoy it, I encourage you to go back and enjoy it now. So as an early, someone who subscribed to Card Ladder from the beginning, when the My Collection feature was initially there, it was a bit laborious to go in and enter your cards.
Right.
And back then when my volume was pretty high, I simply didn't have the time or the desire to go do that. Now, on my flight home from Disneyland last week, I had a couple hours to kill. Sarah's just playing her video games on the iPad. And I'm like, let me revisit this, because I've often heard people talk about how they have their collection, at least the photos of their collection, somewhere on their phone or stored somewhere. And I'm like, God, I kind of wish I had that. Mm-hmm. And so I went back to check this out, and Card Ladder has made it so simple to add cards to your collection, to have photos, to track value, to see what the worth and value of your collection is with daily movement. It is so simple that I did my entire collection from my phone on an airplane using eBay purchase history, Fanatics purchase history, photos I had in my phone, and entered my entire collection on my 2-hour flight home.
That's insane.
And now every day, one of the first things I do is I go and pull up the My Collection and I take a look at it. Now, it may sound like we're being homers for it. We have no affiliation with Card Ladder. Like, Christina's always been great. Anytime I reached out to her and asked her to promote our show just on their feed. But others, we have no affiliation with them. We don't get paid for this. But I think it's just damn cool. And I think that if you're not experiencing this, you should. So
Yeah.
That's the start of it. Ricky, is this something that you have utilized? Like, before I show people our collection, I want to add a card and show them how to do it.
Yeah.
Were you familiar with this? Like, am I just behind the times?
No, not at all. Not until you brought this to our show to review did I start messing with this. And I'm going to shock you with something. Your boy does have a Card Ladder subscription.
Yes.
Your boy bought one at the National, so I could look up comps easier, and haven't canceled it. And I'll be honest, there's a part of me that was preparing to cancel it and wondering, why am I not canceling it? I haven't opened this app really, maybe once or twice since the National. Why am I? I can reorder it when I need it. This feature is going to suck people like me into keeping their damn subscriptions.
I knew it would. I knew it would.
And it does. I had a great time kind of messing with it. I only put in like 6 cards, but I put in different types of cards, so I can tell you a little bit from my perspective of what I thought worked well and what was a little bit of a struggle.
Yeah, please do. Let's do it.
So one of the ways you can enter your cards is through a graded card certification number. I found that to be the easiest. And that's what I started with, right?
Yes.
So I just type it in. It does ask you, like, hey, how much did you pay for it? Now, there were cards. I'm trying to think of an example. Okay, here's a good example. My Ken Griffey Jr. card autograph. I can't remember exactly how much I spent on it because I bought it at a card show. So I put in the amount, and it will give me an expected price for it. So that was helpful. Now, if I went to cards that I bought on eBay, it tended to find the card very quickly and often had the price I paid for it if I had the right date and stuff.
Isn't that so damn cool?
It's so cool. I
want people to pause and really think about what Ricky just said. So if you buy even a graded card through eBay, you type in that number. We're going to go through an example of this just one second. It will pull in the date you bought it, what you bought it for, and even give you a projected update of what that card is worth now.
Yes.
How cool is that? I don't know. That just blows my mind of how amazing that is.
There's a button you can push on here that shows, and it treats your card collection like a stock market, and shows. I'm going to
share my screen and show it.
Yeah, where you've made money or lost money. Now, one area that I did have a complaint. Here's where it did not work well. Is the 1992 Upper Deck Shaq autograph card I have that was signed in silver paint after.
Yeah, it
does not understand that market, that this is an autograph card, and so it's valuing my card at $0 because it's saying, well, that's just a Shaquille O'Neal rookie card. And those were super common.
Now, Ricky, I had the same problem with my Kobe Bryant that I had autographed, the 96 Upper Deck. And so I played around with it a little bit. It's already input into the screen here, but there is a way, once you have that card in there, that you can do estimate value. So you click on the 3 dots on the top right.
Okay.
Estimate value. And then from there, it's going to give you several different options here, where if it's a graded card, it can automatically do it. But then there's other options. And for this one, I chose index. So search from a sale from our sales history database and automatically update the value based on the index that you choose. So that's what I did with my Kobe Bryant and said, hey, find me another Upper Deck from 96 that's autographed. And from there, it pulled in a price of roughly $3,000. And when I do look at comps, that's about what this card seems to sell for.
Oh, that's
so
brilliant.
I think with one extra step, you can
I
actually
love
get that actual value popped in there.
Because I did have the price I bought the card for, just under $300, and it's showing I've lost just under $300 because I don't.
So just take that one extra step. So hit the estimate value and then go to index and manual sale, and that will do it.
Oh, I'm going to do that immediately after this show. The one thing I did want to note is it was particularly fun with my cards, like my Barry Sanders 2021 Kaboom that I bought. Probably about 2021. I bought it for $262.76.
Okay.
And it did get graded a 9. I graded it. It is now estimated at $1,250.
Yeah.
That is so fun. This is what's going to keep me on this damn app.
Yes. Yes. As it should. As it absolutely should.
Oh, so cool.
It's so much fun to see the daily change. Like as you go back here, and if anyone wants to search for our PCs just to browse through them, I'm at Chad's PC. Ricky, what's the name of your
I don't think I've named mine. I didn't know you could. Yeah,
you can name it, and then up top here, you can either make it private or public.
Okay. Mine is PTTF Ricky. I'm editing it right now, and I will make it public.
Okay, so maybe I'll edit mine to PTTF Chad. I wonder if I can do that. So what I'm thinking with this...
How do I make it public?
There is a spot, I think...
under settings or something.
I think it's under settings. I know that you can do it. I don't know right off the top of my head, but we should be able to make that happen. Yeah, shoot. Sorry, I don't have that immediately available.
Not a problem at all.
But what I was thinking with this is, not necessarily as like a flex, but if people want to be able to show off their cards, especially within our Pack to the Future podcast community, I think it could be a ton of fun that if people want to share what their collection name is, we could put it as a spot on our website. We can post it up there if people want to browse through, especially as they're shopping for Secret Santa, or if they just want to gift someone something.
Yes.
Send us the name of what your collection is. Shoot it on over to us on Instagram, Pack to the Future Podcast, and we'll certainly get yours added as well.
Yes.
Let me highlight one of the things that Ricky said, and Ricky, actually want to go back to earlier in the show. I said I had one additional mail day. So I want to go through that mail day and I want to add the card and just show people how easy it is.
Yeah.
So, that spreadsheet I went through, one card I ended up buying was the 2003 Topps Finest, the first year of the Gold X-Fractor.
Hell yeah.
I purchased this X-Fractor of Drew Brees. It's PSA 10. There aren't many of them.
I love it. And it probably is intentional, but I love they have the gold and the dark blue on it. It matches those Chargers unis perfectly.
That's why I love it. Like, to me, it stood out, and I'm like, okay, this is super cool. I saw him play as a Charger in Qualcomm, and let's go ahead and add this card in my collection. Now, I just bought this card a couple of days ago. I don't know if the data has been verified yet, so let's see. So what I'm going to do, I should have this popped up in 2 separate areas, so give me just one moment here. What I'm going to do is write down the PSA cert number, which I won't read out loud. So we'll write that down. And then what we're going to do is go on over here to my collection. And then I want to add. So I'm going to click this little plus right up here. No, I don't want to add a sale. Shoot, I am used to doing this on my
It is going to be
phone.
that lower plus sign. There you go. That one.
Perfect. Thank you, sir. It's always different when you're doing it live,
Yeah, and on the phone versus computer is always harder.
It is always different. Now, it gives you the option if it's PSA versus BGS. B is for Beckett. That you can always change the companies to what you see here, BGS, SGC, CGC. But we're going to leave that at PSA. And then we're going to pop in. I think I just screwed that up. Let's do that one more time. And we'll get that entered. And we'll see if it pops up for us. And with any luck, it'll do it. So we submit it.
That looks better.
And there we go. Right here, the picture of the card, which is far better than the one that I could take. It shows front and back. It does show the purchase date, which is accurate. And, the purchase price, I did a best offer, and this is the purchase price that I paid.
Wow.
You see on the right-hand side that it auto-populates the category, the year, the set, the player, the number, the variation, and the condition.
Now, if
all
you were
of
to click
that.
advanced, what does that do?
So if I were to click advanced, let's take a look and see what we have here. So we've got the slab serial number. It gives you the pop count inside of there as well.
That's cool.
It gives you tags. So I don't know. Let's put in a tag of X Factor.
Yeah.
Let's put in a tag of gold. Let's put in a tag of finest and Drew Brees.
Perfect.
And then set information, set leak description. You can add anything you ever wanted to inside of here. If you have fractional ownership, you can hide that as well. If you want to hide the card, you can do that too.
Set up fractional ownership. It won't do anything crazy to you.
What
Look,
percentage do you own?
You can add in there so that if you did have fractional ownership, you can say, I think what this is trending towards, honestly, if this got enough traction behind it, this could be the new eBay. Meaning,
It's so cool.
you search for other people's collections or their tags, and then you reach
Yeah.
out to them and say, what do you think?
Absolutely. This is so cool. So I'm going to add it. It's $510. And then what we'll do is let's go ahead and refresh my collection. And what I believe is going to happen is that it's going to already just pop right up in there. And so at $510, there it is, and automatically added.
That's amazing.
Which is so cool.
That Iron
so much
Man's
fun.
not treating you well.
No, Iron Man was one of my worst purchases
I
for
remember
sure.
that.
But take a look at this. Like some of the most fun ones are the ones that go up the most, like this Peyton Manning. I mean, my gosh, that thing's been up thousands since I purchased it. And it's just a ton of fun. I have so much fun looking at my cards this way. It's just a different way to enjoy it. I realize that we're probably late to the game to come back to this, but I just wanted to highlight how quickly I could add these 73 cards into my collection. And if you've got your eBay purchase history, just go through the slabs, pop it right in there, and it'll pull in that data. So much fun. I really encourage people to send us, your collection and let us know. Let's house it. Let's put it in one spot so we can all browse and see what we have and show off, even though we're not in person. And even though no one cares to get together with their pal Chad at the card show at National, we can still be together online through Card Ladder's My Collection feature.
I love it. Oh, that's fantastic, man. What a great find. And what a new, fun, outside the subscription fee, cheap way to enjoy the hobby without having to buy more cards.
Props to Card Ladder. I absolutely love it. I hope people find this segment helpful and helps them enjoy the hobby the same way Ricky and I have with finding this.
Yeah. All right. Well, it's been another fun show for Chad. I'm Ricky, the Backstreet Shark. All right. Wishing all of you a one of one night.
Oh, it's good.
We made it, man.
Oh, we did it. Feels like we made it.
Yep. This could be our last one, man. And so if it is going to be our last show together, because heaven might need a couple podcasters, I just want to tell